Okay, everybody, here we go. It's you and me together again at last on this Monday freak show. But it's a lovely freak show, and every freaking day is a lovely freak show. You all know that. So yes, Monday, December 20th, 2021. Guess what? As I am doing this video blog, well, the market is still open for trading. We got 4 minutes left. So we're going to ride out this closing bell together. With that said, people, look, fear has certainly gripped this market. This is in no way a panic sell-off. In no way, shape, or form is this a panic. This is just fear. And fear is something, even a panic sell-off, is something that we need to capitalize on here. Risk in this market remains low. Looking at the MMRI and the current environment, it's not going to stop. However, with that said, I'm gonna go out again on a limb. It looks like I got out on the wrong limb before, maybe, when I said we were going to get a Santa Claus rally. Well, if this fear mechanism remains in place, death, we're all going to die, we're all going to suffer. And, if that narrative keeps going on, well, we won't get a Santa Claus rally. But the market might shrug this off. We just don't know how it's going to react. However, risk is low. You got all kinds of things in play right now, and the Fed isn't going to back off. That's the driver. So we're going to remain steadfast, period, the freaking end here. And you and I, we don't rattle, ever. Okay, we look at this kind of stuff. We sit back. We relax, okay, because fear is going to make you, unfortunately make bad choices. And I don't want that to happen to you, okay? So that's why you sit back. You let everyone panic. Let everyone freak out and go suck their thumbs in some back room. That's not you and I. We look through this through the proper lens and, we look for spots to get into here. And they're everywhere. It's all over the freaking place, people. I can't wait for this closing bell to go off. Again, it's about a minute and a half right now. 1 minute for the closing bell. Crude oil got hit today. Travel stocks got hit today. There's more talks about other nations around the world locking down. And what else would you expect? People, look, they took this thing, Omicron, Moronic, that initially they told us all, nothing to worry about. This is really a very non-lethal variant. Well, now it's the worst thing you can possibly imagine, and people are going to die, according to our illustrious retard president. If you're not vaxxed, you're going to suffer severe illness and death. That's what he said. Oh, speaking of that, so Cramer, Jim Cramer over at CNBC, he's fully vaxxed. He's very proud to say that. As a matter of fact, if you're not vaxxed, he said that you were an idiot. And not only did he say that, but he also said publicly that the U.S. military, closing bell, should go door to door and forcibly vax people who are refusing the vaccine. Well, Cramer got COVID. Oh, yeah. If anyone deserved COVID, it is you, sir. Well, I don't want you to die or anything, but I'd like it to be someone unpleasant for you. You see, karma's a bitch, Jim Cramer, and you don't get to call people idiots just because they don't agree with you, and nor should you be allowed to say public, I guess you can say anything you want. It used to be a free nation, saying that the military should go forcibly vax people door to door. Well, you got COVID, sir, and I'll tell you something, I'm not sorry. I'm really not. Anyway, let's go look at the market here. Let me just click over real quick. All right, here's the situation, people. What do we got? Okay, like I said, this is a fear trade. Nothing major going on. The Dow fell 433 points. That's 1.23%. The S&P fell 52, 1.4%. NASDAQ 188, 1.24%. Big freaking deal. Big freaking deal. This is nothing, okay? We got crude down 3%. Well, that's going to hit the energy sector. Travel stocks, like I said, got hit on lockdown concerns, supply chain disruptions. Okay, whatever. Let's go look over at cryptos. Actually, Bitcoin put on a gain. It's 47,000. Gold and silver fell under a little pressure here. Gold down 0.82, silver down 1.14. 10-year yield, people, look, it actually came up 1.42, so nothing even at all major going on here. US dollar at the flat line. All right, we can sit back here and laugh. And that's essentially what we should be doing here moving forward, people. Laugh your freaking ass off. At you too, Jim Cramer. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more here. The Federal Reserve is now shifting the blame of inflation, just like I said it would, and you knew it would too. They are shifting blame for inflation to COVID. Oh no, it has nothing to do with the fact that they have printed trillions and trillions of dollars out of thin air since 2008, buying assets at a staggering pace. Since it has nothing to do with that. It's COVID. You know that. Again, they're going to hide under that veil. But you and I know the truth. It's the Fed. They are the driver. I've been explaining to you way before COVID that we'd be getting a surge of inflation. Well, here it is right now. I'm going to tell you right now, with lockdowns and all the talk about supply chain disruptions, well, you can expect it to get much, much worse. No doubt about it. Now, this is an interesting headline here, people, from Market Watch. Nobody was expecting Omicron. This was a real curveball. How about duh? Every single person who follows this blog knew that another variant was coming. We didn't know it was going to be called Moronic. And we are also expecting other variants, okay? Nothing is what it seems to be, people. This will not end, okay? This has become some other entity about control. You all know that, and that's what it's all about. Period. The freaking end. Oh, here's something else pretty lovely today. So leverage and margin debt in this market hit an all-time record high. Material cost continues to surge higher, new record high. Global debt hits a new record high. This is all great economic news, right? Global markets obviously are taking a hit on this whole moronic thing here. But what else would you expect, people? What else would you expect, honestly, in this freak show of freak shows? I don't think you'd expect anything different. But look, you and me, we're sitting pretty. Okay, let me explain what I did today, all right? Yes, I guess in some ways I do sleep with the enemy here, but I bought heavily on the dip on bank stocks, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America. I bought all three, and I bought a lot of it. And I'm going to explain something else to you. If we fall under more pressure, I will continue to buy the banks. In my view, okay, you can have your own perspective on this. You should be buying the banks here, okay? Do not be buying calls, okay? Forget about that. You either want to own the stock, collect the dividend, or you want to set up credit spreads, or you want to sell puts onto the market. You want to learn how to do this? Pick up my book, A Not So Random Walk on Wall Street. There is a link in the description of this video. It's not hard, people. This is not freaking rocket science. You understand? It's really not. So with that said, we're not going to deviate. We're not going to change a damn thing. All right? We're already in the right spots, and we're going to remain there for the foreseeable future. So like I said, this fear trade, let's see what they do. Let's see how far they want to push it. Well, to me, it's opportunity. I don't know what else to say. I don't see anything here yet. We understand the driver of the market, which is the Fed. They're not going to stop. So with that said, they're going to continue to buy assets, funnel dollars around the world. You can expect them to inflate and continue to inflate. So you really believe that this is it? Oh, there's a lot of calls today. Oh, this is a market bottom. I despise when anyone calls for a market bottom and or a market top, okay? Calling tops and bottoms in the market is for retards, all right? We invest and trade in trends. Anyone trying to pick tops and bottoms, I mean, really, it's a loser's game, and they're going to find out sooner or later that that's the truth here, people. But anyway, just so you remember, Market Watch, nobody was expecting Omicron to come. How about everyone, the thousands, tens of thousands of people who follow this blog all knew it was coming, and we know more is coming too. They're not done, all right? It's outrageous here. And just about Kramer real quick. How many of you, I will read the comments. How many of you feel sorry for Kramer that he has COVID after he called us all idiots because we weren't getting vaxxed? Okay, I'm not vaxxed. I have no intention of getting vaxxed. No intention whatsoever of getting vaxxed. Okay, so I guess I'm one of those people Kramer called an idiot, and I'm one of those people that Kramer said the military should come to my house and forcibly vax me. Well, this guy, Kramer, fully vaxxed, got COVID, you imbecile retard. Okay, Greg Mannarino is saying that Jim Kramer is an imbecile retard. Where do you stand on that, everyone? Is Jim Kramer an imbecile, illustrious retard? I'm going to have to say yes. This guy loves you a lot. Please share the video. I think there's good stuff here. Let me know if you agree with me. I will see you in the morning.